بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
So the next kind of VPN will try to understand about the GRE, Generic Routing Encapsulation. So this VPN comes under a tunneling VPN. So tunneling based, like we will be creating a logical tunnel interface with some number. And this is a logical interface which will be created. And any traffic which is routed over this tunnel interface means it's going to use that GRE tunnel, or DM VPN also we do the same concept. So it's a kind of tunneling protocol developed by Cisco where we create a logical tunnel interface between the two endpoints. And that tunnel is going to be a virtually a point-to-point tunnel. So again, the GRE is just a point-to-point, which means if you have one more site, you need to create a separate tunnel for another site. Again, that is kind of limitation because, of course, the number of tunnels you have to create depending upon the number of sites. So again, the native GRE, if I'm using just GRE, one of the limitation, again, as I said, it is a point-to-point, kind of not scalable. And that's where we use DM VPN. The next concepts will be covering up. But the GRE will build some strong foundations to understand the tunnel-based VPNs. Even though we don't use much of the GRE, unless you're using for simple 2-3 sites. But again, we will be covering up GRE to ensure or to understand how the tunneling protocol works, or how the tunnel configuration goes. So it's a kind of point-to-point tunnel, and also the traffic goes in a clear text, which means even though the tunnel are built, but these tunnels are in a clear text. And if you want to apply some security, then you can apply IPsec on the top of GRE. Probably in the later on IPsec sessions, we'll also see how we can apply IPsec on the top of GRE if you want to encrypt your traffic. So natively, GRE do not encrypt your traffic. So it's a kind of insecure. It goes in a clear text, no security is applied. But the good thing is it's very easy to configure. If you want to set up a much easier and a quick tunnel, GRE is more suitable. And on the top of GRE, we will be running, it supports your multicast protocols. Even you can send your IPv6 traffic. Even you can run IPv6 over an IPv4 network, you can do that. Even if you want to run some OSPF or EIGRP routing protocols to provide end-to-end LAN communication, you can do that. Even your multicast routings or IP multicasting is also supported on the top of the tunnel. So it makes your job much easier because you don't need, because once you have this routing protocol support, then you don't need to configure any ACLs or interesting traffic like we did in the IPsec. So normally we do that in the IPsec, that's not required. And again, as I said, the GRE tunnels by default are not encrypted. And the default protocol number it uses is 47. That's a protocol number for the GRE.